again. Welcome to the Intuitive Messenger channel. I am Mitchell, your Intuitive Messenger, and this is your energy forecast for today, Saturday, August the 16th, 2014. And as always, thank you for taking time to watch this video. I truly, truly appreciate it. Enjoying your coffee with me. It's a little cold already because I had that about an hour and a half ago. But I sipped through it. And I'm actually backing off of the sugar just a little bit, which I may get into those details later. So therefore, I don't drink it quite as fast. But anyway, welcome. Today is the 16th day of August. And, before I forget, if you are in Central Florida, start making your plans right now for today, 10 to 4. I'm at College Park 32804, right across from the post office. It's just a block building that the Spiritualist Church uses, the Chapel of Spiritual Light. All that information is on my Facebook, Intuitive Mitchell, the events area. But I'm doing readings, 15-minute readings for $20 from 10 till 4 with a little bit of a break. Get there early, get your spot, go have coffee or go eat an infusion tea, and then come back. So moving on. So today is 16 days, 16 energy. You'll find the potential for this energy of this number. And again, it's just like a spice or an ingredient, or what am I trying, another word for, just a little flavor to add, or an extract, if you will, to the recipe of your day. You're the biggest part of the recipe. You're the meat, you're the flour, you're the biggest part of it. So you pretty much, ultimately are the taste of the day for your life as you co-create, create, and miscreate your day. So 16 energy is about clearing things out, breaking things down, crumbling, destruction, leveling, tilling up the garden, all that good stuff. So there's that energy of kind of bringing things to a level playing field, or wiping the slate clean, so to speak. And that also comes along with 7 energy, which is Chariot, which is often fast, quick moving decisions, often polarized. The entire year has been that. So I've been talking about that number and that card forever, or this year. You see how I don't like to make statements like, oh, forever, because that's not true. And I just, when I say those things, I always have to go back and say, no, it's not really forever. It's just been this year. That's my thought process. And that has always been me, even as a child, before I was studying this stuff. My yes was a yes, and my no was a no. I'm still human, so I still say random, stupid things sometimes. And then add up all the numbers today, and you get number 22, which is a master number. It's a very powerful number. For me, it echoes of the heart and of emotions. So, your emotions may be, amplified today. Matters of the heart may be amplified with this 22 power number. And also 22 boils down to number 4, which is our emperor. And our emperor enjoys coffee. He's a very dynamic person, but also very passive when he needs to be. He knows when to fight, and he knows when to just sit and say, be gone. Go away from me. Off with your head. Somebody else do the work for me. And interesting enough, there's our Emperor coming up. And the card I pulled for today, last Sunday, for the week-long spread, was the King of Cups. So it's like we moved into that heart place. We've mastered it. We've been through it. And for me, I can definitely see how that has been this week, which I'll get into in a little bit, because that's going to be part of the lesson. And if you ever have questions about what's going on in your life, from dreams to ghosts to aliens to anything, you can send those questions to me at the Facebook place, facebook.com/Intuitive Mitchell, or you can do intuitivemitchell@gmail.com. I let Spirit guide me which ones to answer. So if you send me one, it doesn't get answered, Spirit is not wanting it to be answered. You can ask it again in a month or a year. I don't mind, but I truly allow Spirit to do that for me. So I'm stepping into... and lately it's been all about me. But I also know that most of my work, what I've done in my life, my career, and then in this work, has been very practical, here and now. If you have a session with me, it's pretty here and now. I don't mind telling you what's going to happen in 6 months or a year, but I'm pretty much about the here and now. And I think that echoes back to just who I am and what, my purpose, if you will, and my main drive here on this planet, I'm shuffling cards, is, love talking about the aliens. But you know what? Show me the money. Reveal yourself. Until they do, I'm going to read about it and study it. But is it helping me right this moment? Maybe, but not really. Past lives, if it's not helping me, I don't dig too much into them. I believe in them. I know I've had them. I usually say parallel lives. But how is that helping me now? How is it affecting me now in this lifetime? Because I know some people get all caught up in their past lives and they stay there, or their parallel lives and they stay there. How is it affecting and helping you now? I think that's the key thing for me and the work I do. So let me dive into Lenormand. The card for today to go along with the recipe that we are creating, co-creating, and often miscreating is going to be this Mountain card, which is 21, which is about bringing things to a close, ending things. But the Mountain is more about, sometimes the Mountain can be about this just solid thing you're hanging on to, you're grounded to. But oftentimes it can be as you're climbing up over this hill. A little arduous, a little laborious. Big words that mean difficult or challenging. So there's definitely a challenging thing going on today, or a challenging element to what you're dealing with today in all of this. And I'll pull a tarot card to elaborate what the energy of the day is. The Emperor, once again, this is probably like the 5th time in the last 2 weeks where the card matched the number of the day. This is our Emperor, as you can see, the strong, powerful. There's a lot of fire around him. This is that Ram energy. And the Ram is, what is the Ram? Aries. So yeah, that is the fire element. Just making sure. But strong, powerful. The Ram says, I am. That's what the Emperor says. I am. I am. And that's one of my mantras when I do meditate. And boy, my meditation time before now was just amazing. And I'm going to get into that. So utilize this energy getting up over this mountain, this hill. Utilize your Emperor energy, you know, because the hill may be because the mountain, the challenge may be because everything has been laid flat for you, cleared slate, ready to move on. So the sharing in my quiet time just a moment ago, you know, it was so funny because I'm sitting here in this room, all the lights are off, and Tiffany, the Pomeranian, is in here. And I just said, all high vibrational beings, you are welcome. Before I can finish that sentence, Bart comes walking in the room, jumps up in the chair next to me. So I finished the sentence, you are welcome here. Alien, whatever, spirit, off-planet, deceased loved ones, whatever's high vibration, you're welcome in here. And I actually said that in my head. So then I spoke it out loud. And when I get through the same sentence again, Sheldon comes walking in. Oh, actually, I said, I accept your healing. And then tick, 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 Sheldon comes walking in. So it was just so funny that the animals are all coming into this room as I'm in that meditation time and as I'm calling them in. So it was funny because I kept thinking, boy, if I call them in, they're floating around here. So if you see something, let me know. Because I have invited all the high vibrational beings, off-planet, deceased loved ones, spirits, angels, whatever. They are welcome here. As long as you're staying in that place of high vibration, I welcome them in as my guides, my teachers, my healers, you know, helping me stay in high vibration to be that clear channel. And part of something that I want to talk about too is lately I felt the pull to, and I kept hearing the word, to be lighter, to go lighter, to be lighter. And yes, that means physical, but even like, you know, you guys know I love my coffee. And in a 10-ounce cup of coffee, I probably put 5 little of the raw sugar packets, which is not a lot, but I don't drink any other sweetener drinks. I don't do any other candy bars. I don't do anything like that. Just, I don't desire them anymore, which is not a big deal. And you know, I did, and I may, you know, and once in a while, if there's public sweet tea, I'll have some. But so I literally just went, you know what? I am going to take down to 4. You know, and then this morning I only put probably 2 teaspoons in about 8 ounces of coffee. And I'm enjoying the flavor and the taste, and I'm sipping it, taking it longer. But I just kept feeling that pull, go lighter, feel lighter. And I've pulled meat out of my lunchtime diet again. And I think that's more for the fact that the meat that is available to me at work has a lot of sodium. Don't know where it's raised, what it is, but it feels like it's not for me. If I go out to dinner at restaurants, I am having meat still, but I'm just feeling this go lighter. And then even my physical weight, I know will drop just a little bit with the changes, because I feel like there's something about being lighter for me that is going to help raise my vibration. So I feel like it's a shift for me. Made many shifts throughout my life, as you have, you know, changed habits, just stopped them cold and moved on. And a lot of times it is just from the brain. But this week I spoke about some of my, quote, challenges at work. And yesterday I'm in the middle of teaching my body step class. And we have bikes in our room. And when the cycling class is going on, no one's allowed in this large room. But when another class is going on, no one's allowed to come in and sit on the bikes because it's just distracting for what's going on. And if it's a quiet class like Body Flow, which is a yoga, Pilates, Tai Chi class that I teach, then you can hear the spinning and the noise. But all of a sudden, about 5 minutes into the class, and I have memorized choreography, I'm teaching, I'm talking, I'm coaching, I'm cueing, and there's someone sitting over on the bike. And I look and look, and I can't get their attention. So finally I said, hey, and I said her name because I know who she is. And then I had to say it louder because she had her own headphones in. And she turned and looked at me in front of 20 people, and I said, can you exit the class? We're already started ours. And she kind of did the shrug and got up and walked out. All right. So then for the next 15 minutes, if you watched my video yesterday or the day before, for the next 15 minutes, in my head, I was worried, all right, I'm going to get another complaint or something just for simply doing my job. And I mulled it over, and I thought, did I do it right? What did I say? How did I say it? And then after about 15 minutes, I went, this is just what I talked about yesterday. So I shifted the energy, and I thought, I did the right thing. There's no need to worry about this situation. If she has an issue, it is her problem because I was not rude, polite. I was in the heat of the moment, teaching a class. I needed to get her out. And as we moved on, it was just short, sweet, and direct and to the point. Let it go, and I felt good. Just forgot about it. So then I finished class, walked out, and actually saw the woman. And I walked up and I said, "Hey, sorry I had to get you out of class." I said, "You know, it's a distraction up there." And she said, "Oh, I was just trying to be as quiet as I could." I said, "Well, unfortunately, it's still a distraction for the group. I know you've been here quite a while. All the instructors are told to let you guys know, not to stay in. We don't let people come in while you're having your class." And she said, "Oh, you should have more of those kind of bikes outside." And I said, "We got 3 right over there." "Oh, really? I didn't know." What is one of the, I just want to shake people and say, you know what? I mean, not that if I'm in someone's place of business and they inform me of a policy or procedure, I say, okay, I understand, and I will work around that. I'm not going to try to buck and change your ways of doing things. And that's where I look at their ego and say, you know what? I'm setting the rules for 5,000 people. You're one. Just take the rules. I don't make the decisions on my own. So once again, the point of this whole story is, as you can see, I get heated up. The point of the whole story is while I'm sitting there, let her get to me, I finally said, nope, I'm going to change the energy of this situation. And I even thought to myself, I hope I see her afterwards. And I got the opportunity to walk up, smiley face, and say, oh, apologize I had to get you out of there, but, you were a distraction to the group. So you can change the energy. You are creating a lot of that stuff. I co-created something totally different than what I was about. I was miscreating, and then I stopped and co-created something different and more beautiful. And it worked out. And hopefully there won't be a comment card about me, because it would be the second time this week someone was not happy with me. And I'm okay with that, because my intention is to, the rules are set in place, and my intention is to enforce them as a polite human being. And if you don't like them, then you have other choices, other places. Just like, one simple thing was when Chick-fil-A, and I honor that Chick-fil-A closes on Sunday for their religious beliefs, I do. But when I found out they were giving money, because I ate there, but when I found out they were giving money to the program Exodus, which is about, gay reparative therapy, I said, you know what? This is how I'm going to say that I don't like that. And I have not gone back to them for any kind of food. And I know people have drove through and stayed in their way, or they've kissed in the lobby, and I'm like, that's not what I'm going to do. I mean, my way is I'm not going to support them anymore. And I'm fine with them moving forward. I know enough people are protesting and doing what they feel they need to do too. So all that being said, because now I'm getting off on a tangent, intuitivemessenger.org is my website. Got lots of spreads that you can get delivered video. I'm in College Park today. Tomorrow night, we're on Cosmic Caffeine. That's the name of our group. And what else? Next weekend, I'm going to San Jose it's called BATS. It's the Bay Area Terra Symposium. I'm very excited to see some friends. Hello, I'll see you in a week. And those of you who purchased videos, tomorrow morning I should be able to get to, there's about 3 or 4 of you more that I need to get to soon, because I always say 7 to 10 days, so I'm still right at that 7 to 10 day mark. But plan to get anybody who's purchased one now, I should get done before I leave next Friday. If you do purchase one now, might get it done. If not, it'll be after, but probably before September 1st hits, which is on a Monday. So talk to you later. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.